Okay, I got my notes, my water, and I think I'm ready. Hello, my name is Elise. Thank you for coming to my channel. I have lost 48 pounds over the last 13 months with the help of a GLP-1 medication. Now, I'm at the tail end of my weight loss journey and approaching my maintenance level. But over the past year, I looked back at things that I did, systems in place that helped me reduce my stress by staying organized and ultimately helping with my weight loss. Over the past year, I looked at systems that I use and things that I did that were actually impactful for me to stay on track with my health and wellness and my weight loss. It wasn't more discipline and it wasn't more motivation. It was actually systems that helped me stay organized. Now, how does organization help with weight loss? Well, it's really hard to stay on track with your weight loss when you're living in constant chaos. Staying organized with systems has prevented me from rushing, being stressed out, and just overall decision fatigue. So let's talk about the top 3 things that I have kept organized that help me continue losing weight. The first organization tip that I have may seem like a no-brainer, right? But it's meal prepping. Now, I'm not talking about the serious meal preppers that on Sunday afternoon, they're cooking up 5 meals for the whole week, and you'll never see me do that. And honestly, I don't even like eating leftovers past the first day. And meal prepping, all that weekly meal prepping to me just feels like a bunch of leftovers. And I'm not eating dried chicken on a Thursday. I'm talking about just simply going grocery shopping maybe once or even twice a week with a grocery list. This is how you stay organized and stay on top, guaranteeing that you're having fresh vegetables, fruits, lean meats all throughout the week. It prevents that last minute decision of going through the drive-through or having something that's not as healthy for you. I no longer see grocery shopping as a to-do list or a daunting task that I have to do. I now view grocery shopping as an act of kindness to my future self. That way I can guarantee that I'm gonna have healthy foods, fruits and vegetables, lean meats in my refrigerator, and it prevents me from having those last minute decisions of, oh, I'm tired, I'm just gonna go through the drive-through and do that twice a week. Well, that can add up. I'm not anti-convenient meals. I make sure that my foods I eat are as easy as possible, whether it's through a slow cooker, a crock pot. I'm not chopping up carrots and celery and onions. I'm getting the Mirepoix from the store. It's already cut up. But having everything laid out and planned for the week has prevented me that last minute stress or that last minute weakness of being tempted by other options. I don't know how I forgot those garbanzo beans. I mean, I walked through the aisle and I still didn't get them. I don't know. And after you've gotten these groceries, you have to eat them also, okay? I know there's been a time, even me included, where I looked in the refrigerator and the moldy spinach is looking back at you because you didn't eat it or forgot to eat it or decided not to eat it, whatever it may be the case. But staying on top of your eating and grocery list, having set days for what you're gonna do, has kept me so organized and staying well focused. When my alarm clock goes off at 6:20 in the morning, I don't wanna think about all the things that I have to do. I have my coffee already pre-programmed the night before I go to bed. So by the time I get out of the shower and I'm dressed, my coffee is already brewed. And my lunch is already packed because after dinner, my food is already in a Tupperware when I'm cleaning up the kitchen. So just those systems in place that I have has prevented me from going off board and eating something that I would regret later. So find a system that works for you. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Some of these things are just so easy if you just put them in place and stay consistent with them. The second system that I use to help me stay on track with my fitness is having my clothes set out for the week. Now, I wear scrubs 4 days a week, and I just don't set out my 4 pairs of scrubs. I set out the sports bra, the socks, the underwear, and 2 days out of my 4-day work week, I go to the gym after work. So I also have my gym clothes already packed in the bag. Every time I go into my bag at work, I'm reminded, you're going to the gym, Elise. You're going to the gym after work. Every time I pull out a pen, pull out my lunch, it's a constant reminder. If I've gotten off work and gone home, there is a 99% chance fail that I am not gonna go back out and do my workout. And sometimes it's just more convenient to work out outside of your home. When I do my home workouts, it is a bit of a struggle for me because there's always something to do. I can be doing the dishes, I could be doing laundry, I could be doing anything but doing this workout. So 2 days out of the week, I work out 4 days a week, but a week I make sure I'm getting outside of the house and actually in the gym. And it's right after work when I'm already out because it reduces the stress for me, the decision fatigue, the feeling guilty later because I didn't commit to what I said I was gonna do. Create systems, however that may be for you, to make it so easy to stay on task with your fitness goals. No mind thinking, no overthinking, just make it simple so that you can stick to it. When I wake up in the morning, and I know that my coffee is already ready and that my lunch is already prepared and packed for me, it allows me to get into my day, to start my day with ease. I am able to sit in silence for 20 minutes. Whether you are meditating, praying, reading a devotional, or just staring at the wall, which I do also, it just reduces your stress, allows you to be present with your day and have that slow morning, even on a work week. The third thing that helped me stay focused and motivated and consistent on my weight loss journey is cleaning out my closet and my underwear drawer. Now, this may sound a little crazy, but I am close to have lost 50 pounds. And cleaning out my closet and getting rid of clothes that I no longer fit has been so liberating. But for a while, I was afraid to get rid of anything because I had this scarcity mindset that the weight was going to come back on and that I was going to need those clothes. No, I don't need any of those clothes. I'm not going back there. I'm not gaining 48 pounds again. It's not going to happen. And so I had to get rid of the clothes that I no longer fit and reshop my closet and see things that even had tags on them from when I hoped to squeeze into them. So I am loving the fact that I don't have to have so much decision fatigue when it comes to figuring out what I need. And shopping for clothes has definitely been such a fun thing now. Before it was a hassle, and I didn't even want to shop online because, oh, it wouldn't look good. I wasn't sure. And I was stuck to stretchier clothes. So there was like a more of a forgiveness in those items. But now my size is truly my size. I order things online and it feels really good to get those sizes and out with the old, in with the new. Even with my underwear, my bras and panties, I'm completely different sizes. No more Victoria's Secret extra large and double Ds. I'm no longer in those sizes. But you know what? It's not all joy because I work in scrubs. So I wear sports bras during my work week and then I work out. So I'm not in the double padded extra push-up most of the time. I'm in sports bras and bralettes. But since losing weight, it was sad to let those things go. I had some good quality things, but I had to let them go because I'm not gaining that weight back. So whatever you wear or what your daily routine is, getting clothes out of your closet that no longer bring you joy, that no longer fit, that no longer are your style, it prevents decision fatigue and stress and allows you to clearly see what you have. In order to allow myself to buy new things, I had to force myself to get rid of the old things that no longer align with who I am today. So whatever that means to you. Now, do you need maybe some motivation to clean out your closet? Yeah, and do you need some discipline to keep this going in the beginning? But for the most part, it's just one big push to clean out your closet and my underwear drawer. I mean, I threw away so many things. Instead of in the evenings when I'm looking for clothes, there are underwears that I'm not wearing the crazy thongs, the G-strings. I'm not wearing those anymore. Not right now. I'm not, okay? It just doesn't fit my life right now. And there's some things that just don't feel comfortable on me, whether they're maybe too big or the material doesn't feel good anymore. And so I have gotten rid of half of my drawer and some new things are coming and it's a really exciting feeling. But why fumble through your drawers and through your closet looking for something to wear? You've lost this weight. You're on this weight loss journey to make yourself feel better and to look better. Let's look better all together. Let's change our style and get rid of the things that no longer align with who we are. So what's so important about having organized systems and how does this relate to weight loss? Well, we all know that additional stress can cause an increase in cortisol, which in turn decreases our digestive function and reduces our body's ability to absorb nutrients. Having systems allows it to be dummy proof for you to do the things that you set to do and reduce decision fatigue, ultimately reducing stress. Now, we all have different forms of stress in our lives and we can't control everything, but what we can control is keeping up with what we decided to do for ourselves and how we can keep it consistent by creating systems. And stress is just so unnecessary if you can prevent it. There was a woman's stress study that was done at Ohio State University, which was basically saying that if a woman had a stressful event in a 24-hour period before eating a high-fat meal, she was going to burn 104 calories fewer than if she ate that same exact meal in a non-stressed environment. And this stress not only was 24 hours prior to eating that meal, it was up to 7 hours after eating that meal. So you may think, oh, 104 calories, okay, that's not that much. But times that by a week, times that by a year, that could be 11 pounds a year. And if you're living in a constant stressed environment, day in and day out, times this by 3 to 5 years, you're gonna one day wake up trying to figure out how you have this extra 40 to 50 pounds on you that you don't know where it came from and how to get it off. So stress is a huge part in weight loss. And creating these systems for me has developed all the reduce the decision fatigue and any stress and me just kind of psyching myself out and not being consistent with what I said I was going to do. So I encourage you to go through your daily systems that you do. Go through the things that cause pain and aches and cause frustration for you that prevent you from living your best life and continuing on your wellness journey. See what systems will work for you. Not everything's going to work. You may not have a problem picking your clothes out every morning. Grocery shopping and meal prepping may be an easy thing for you, but there is something that's going on that you can look back at your systems and make sure that you are staying on top of your wellness, staying on top of your hydration, staying on top of your sleep. All these things play a big role in stress and ultimately reducing your weight. So I hope I gave you some insight or some valuable tips and information on why it's important to stay organized and reduce your stress while on your weight loss journey. If so, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.